Hi everyone, let's talk makeup. Today I have a review of the Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation. So I have mine in the color Honey, and if you're interested in a demo, I'll put that at the end of towards the end of the video. So first of all, let me just say that I have very oily skin, super oily skin, so I'm hoping that this review can help some of my super oily people out there, because there are some of us that just have oily skin everywhere, like not combination, not anything, it's just oil everywhere. So if I don't wear the right foundation, I do end up with like super oily skin at the end of the day. This one claims to be oil-free, 14-hour wear, oil controlling, and photo friendly. So right off the bat, let me tell you that I agree with everybody that's been giving this a good review. It is a very good foundation. Now, it is a foundation that I'm wearing right now, and I have the foundation, I have contour, blush, that's it. I highlight, but I don't have powder foundation on top of it right now, and I don't have any setting powder. So as you can see, it is, and you'll see in the demo, it is a medium coverage foundation. I would say it's not super full coverage because I can still see stuff peeking through. It's not super matte. It is matte, but you still, it doesn't look like a layer on top of your skin. It actually blends into your skin very nicely and just looks more natural than a super matte foundation. The last foundation review I did was of the Bare Minerals matte foundation, and that one was super matte, like you'll want to go back in and add dimension to your face. This one you don't really have to do it with because it doesn't take away all the dimensions that your face already has. Right, so oil-free, 14-hour wear. So that was one of the things that got me about this foundation, because lately I've been having 14+ hour days, and I'm like, okay, is this foundation really gonna hold up in my 14+ hour days? Yes, it does hold up. Now towards the end, when it's the plus and the 14 occurs, I do find that I'm taking off less of the foundation out of my face. So the way that I've solved that problem is by setting my foundation. So I'm grabbing some of the things I've been setting with. So I've been setting it with my Pumpkin and Poppy oil absorbing mineral veil, which doesn't add any more coverage to the foundation. It just kind of sets it. It's not a foundation that needs setting, by the way, but I add that and it helps the foundation stay on my face longer. I'm also using a setting spray. I don't have the one from the Peach collection by Too Faced. Lately what I've been using is the Morphe Prep and Set Makeup Setting Spray, which has worked really well. The other thing that I do to help that foundation stay on more than 14 hours is put on powder. Lately this is what I've been using. It's the Urban Decay Naked powder foundation. You don't need it though. If you're not gonna have more than a 14-hour day, then you don't need to set it with it. I've worn it without anything else, and it stays on very well. It's just that I do have days that go on beyond the 14 hours, and usually the powder foundation is enough to help it last through that. So not super full coverage, just medium coverage. Not super matte, but looks very nice, very natural on the face. This has actually been my favorite foundation for like work days, every days, when like my Bare Minerals, which has become a holy grail foundation, for example, is because it's so full coverage. It tends to not be maybe the easiest foundation to work with, because it can, if you put too much product, if you put powder on top of it, it can't look cakey. It can't get to the point. I have not had this problem with this foundation, and that's why I've just been liking it for everyday looks, when I just want to look and feel like I have a fresh, kind of awake face, and I don't need to look super duper like put together. Right? This is just natural, nice, very gorgeous foundation. At no point do my oils peek through. Even when I don't set it with a powder, where I don't have powder foundation on top of it, the oils will not peek through. At no point do I feel oily, greasy. And so I think that this is a really good foundation. If you have oily skin, or even combination skin and you haven't tried it, I really suggest that you go pick up a sample and give it a shot, because I think you're gonna like it. If you have dry skin, I'm not sure. It is quite a liquidy foundation. I've seen a lot of people with different skin types liking it. I don't have any kind of dryness on my skin, so I'm not sure how it would work, but I think it might still be worth a try, again, like getting a sample of it. Because yeah, in terms of making the investment, you don't want to just try it. The other big problem with this foundation is the shade range. It doesn't have a super great shade range. Mine that I'm wearing is in the color Honey, and it matches me pretty well right now. But going more into the winter, or even in the like heart of summer, I'm not sure if this one's gonna work for me, because I can get a little bit lighter as winter progresses, and darker in the summer. So I'm wondering if I'm gonna be able to wear it during those times. Hopefully what Too Faced will do is realize that this is a good foundation and that they need to expand their darn shade range. And they really have an issue with that. But this is so good, I'm hoping that they will. So I'm going to cut to a demo right now if you're interested in seeing how I apply the foundation. And I'll come back when you're super up close, because I want to demo wearing the Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation. So I'm going to pump 1.5. Usually I need 1.5 pumps in order to cover my full face. And I go in and I dot it. Give me 1 second to move the mirror so that I can see what I'm doing. So I dot it all over my face. And then I have actually found that I really enjoy this foundation with any and all application methods. Today I'm going to go in with the beauty sponge. This one's the one by Morphe Cosmetics. So I am I'm going to just spread that all over the place. And this blends it in very nicely. This foundation is super easy to blend in. Right now it is actually a really good match for me, I think, because I live in California. It's like sunny all the time. We've had a few clouds here and there, but mostly it's sunny. So I do have a little bit of color in me. In the dead of winter, this color might be a little bit too dark, and this is one of the main problems with this foundation, right, is that I don't know that everybody, well, I do know not everybody's going to be able to find their shade in the foundation as of right now. Hopefully they'll be adding more colors to the foundation, but hopefully as you can see, it's pretty quick and easy. It takes me a little bit longer to blend it in with the beauty blender, but when I'm using a brush, I still sometimes use a big brush, and it's super easy, fast, and I'm doing my makeup in the morning to go to work and I want it just quick and done. I'll grab a big brush and it's super easy. So as you can tell, it's not a full like matte. There's a little bit of glow there. But it is a very nice foundation. So I'll come back with my full review in a second. So that was it. As you saw with the demo, I like applying it with anything. I like a brush. I like using it with my fingers. I like the beauty sponge. I haven't found any method of application that doesn't work. So overall, this foundation just wins with me in every single category other than shade range. So it's a really good foundation. I would go check it out if I were you. If you've already bought it, I know a lot of people have actually went out and purchased it already. Let us know what your experience has been down below, especially if you have a different kind of skin type than I do, because that'll also let me know, how it wears on other people and other skin types. So a winner for me. Let me know if you end up checking it out or if you end up getting a sample of it. I'd love to hear what everybody else is going to experience with it. But that is it for me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.